Hello students, I hope you are all doing well. Today we are going to learn grade 9 science topic which is gravitation. But before going further, let me introduce myself. My name is Mohammad Shoaib Ali. I come from Mirror City, Uttar Pradesh. If speaking of my qualifications, I have completed my graduation in civil engineering and I have done my masters in construction management as well, both from Subharti University, Meerut. Speaking of my experiences, I have more than 4 years of teaching experience as assistant professor in College of Engineering and Rural Technology, which is also in Meerut. Sorry. But I have also online teaching experience since I have teaching my tuition students since the lockdown is prevailed. Now let us understand what is gravitation. It is the force of attraction between two bodies. Let we have body A and body B. Both bodies are attracting each other with some force, that is F. Actually, the gravitation force is defined as the force with which every body attracts every other body in the universe. Attracts every other body in the universe. That is called as force of gravitation. That is called as force of gravitation or gravitational force, which is called as force of gravitation, that is F, or gravitational force, or simply gravitation. But now, what is the difference between the gravity and gravitational force? Gravity and gravitational force. Gravity is the force of attraction which is exerted by earth on any object. That is known as gravity. Okay, get my point? Is that clear now? Gravity is that force of attraction which is exerted by the earth on any object is known as gravity. Where does this idea of gravity and gravitational force come from? Newton, a very famous figure we have heard about. It is said that a falling apple, yes, you get it, a falling apple sparked the idea in the mind of Newton that earth attracts every object towards its center. That leads to, or so did the idea of universal law of gravitation come into existence. Now let us understand what is the universal law of gravitation. It is also known as Newton's law of gravitation. It states that every body in the universe attracts every other body with a force that is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of their distance between them. Now let us understand. Suppose we have a body A and body B. Let the mass of a body A be m1 and the mass of the body B be m2, and the center to center distance between them is d. Okay, now according to the statement, F is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Square of this distance between them. Okay, now combining both first and second, we get force is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square distance between them. Now this is the sign of proportionality. We need to replace it with the equal to, but when we replace it with the equal to, we need to take a constant. Here we took g as constant. So the final formula given by the Newton's law of gravitation is F equals to g m1 m2 upon d square. Now what is this g here? G is the universal gravitational constant. Gravitational constant. The value of this G is equals to 6.67 into 10 raised to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. And this value of G does not change anywhere in the universe. Anywhere in the universe. Now, importance of the universal law of gravitation. It helps us to stick to the Earth's surface. Suppose this is the Earth, this is the center of the Earth, and we are standing on the surface of the Earth. The gravity or the gravitational force of Earth tried to pull us towards its center, which helps us to stick to the Earth's surface. Get this point? Now we'll be talking about next point. The motion of the moon around the Earth. Third point, the motion of the planets around the sun. Suppose this is the Earth and this is the moon. The path of the motion of the moon would be like this, but because of the gravitational pull, the orbit of the moon around the Earth would be like this. This is the pull of gravity that changes the path of moon around the Earth. This is the orbit of the moon around the Earth. Orbit of moon around the Earth. Now we are going to wrap up our session here. Thank you all for being in my class very much.